All right, folks, it's time to talk about the big boy in the room today. GTA 6's second trailer still hasn't dropped yet, and everybody is wondering why. So, in this video, we're diving into what Rockstar might be cooking up, and we're also going to be talking about how one specific system that I think, if they double down on, would actually take GTA to a whole nother level. And just as a precursor for this whole thing, there's no rumors, there's no leaks here, there's no clickbait. We're just sitting here, we're talking as casual gamers, because even as a casual gamer myself, I'm getting a little stir crazy as I wait for the game, and we're just going to discuss some things that could be within the realm of possibility and stuff that I think if they actually added would actually be kind of cool for the game. And what we do here is gaming news, reviews, and overall discussions about gaming. So if that's your vibe, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe, because we do this all the time. So before we get into the weeds here, let's talk about the elephant in the room, and that's the long wait for the next trailer. So at first I thought this was something that was going on behind the scenes, maybe because of the leak that happened earlier or something along those lines. But given the recent interviews that have been going on, we actually found out that a lot of this stuff right now is by design. So recently the CEO of Take-Two, Strauss Zinlich, was actually on Bloomberg. And in this interview, he spoke about a lot of interesting things, especially on the business side of gaming that I really didn't know. But more importantly, he actually spoke about how the anticipation and build up for a game is part of their design and their business philosophy. And actually in an interview with Forbes, he actually spoke about the hype around GTA 6. And here's what he had to say. The anticipation for that title might be the greatest I've ever seen for an entertainment property. And I've been around the block a few times, and I've been in every entertainment business there is. We want to maintain the anticipation and excitement, and we do have competitors who will describe their release schedule for years in advance. And we found that the better thing to do is provide marketing materials relatively close to the release window in order to create that excitement on the one hand and balance that excitement with unmet anticipation. So essentially the wait, the long radio silence, and everything else surrounding this game is all part of the marketing strategy to build anticipation for the game. And like he said in that interview, that is actually a different kind of play from what other studios do. Most studios will talk about their games sometimes 4, 5, 6 years in advance, and I never kind of understood that. Like, I don't know if they were trying to test the waters to see if people had interest in it or what that meant, or maybe get them additional funding. Maybe they could say, look how many people are really excited for this thing. Maybe you could give us some more money or invest in us. I'm not sure why they do that, but I think that this is a different play, and I kind of like it. Now, back to the Bloomberg interview, he said that the only properties that they really like to do on a yearly basis are their sports properties, which makes sense because, you know, sports change, people change teams, things update really fast in sports. But when it comes to like their other non-sports properties, he said he likes to give them breathing room. So we could really assume that they could put out a GTA game probably every 4 or 5 years if they really wanted to, but they rather let the properties breathe and build up. And he also talked about the online side of things, like GTA Online, how the online live service type stuff actually extends the life of games, which is true if that live service is implemented in a way that actually benefits the gamers. So ideally, we probably could have gotten 2 to 3 different GTA trailers by now, and they probably got the second one on the back burner cooking. For all we know, GTA 6 is already done, and they're just polishing, and they're playing it, and they're just making sure it's the best product possible, which is something that I could definitely get down with, and something that I definitely appreciate. But with that being the case, there's only one thing that we really can do, right? And that is speculate. So based on the first trailer that we got back in 2023, we can already tell a few things. Number one, we can already see that there's going to be a huge graphical leap. So GTA 6, from the environments to the character models, we can already tell that next gen Rockstar is already on the way. So we can already expect the iconic stuff, the iconic missions like Trevor chasing the plane in GTA 5. And with the 2 protagonists of the game actually being in a relationship, we can already tell that there's going to be some Bonnie and Clyde type vibes going on within the game. So this is all stuff that we can expect. We know that this is coming. But the question that sits on me is, how can they step it up? How can they take things further? Because I'm starting to look at GTA, the franchise, the same way I kind of look at Fast and the Furious. Now, let me explain. I think it was around the 4th or maybe 5th Fast and the Furious movie where I was like, you know what? This is great. And you're coming out with another one. That's awesome. But it had me thinking, like, what could they do to step it up? How can they take it further? How can they surpass what already happened? GTA 5 was a classic, obviously. Sold over 200 million units. Come on, it went crazy. But I can't help to think, after all that we got from GTA 5, after all that love gets to this day, how can they take it a step further? And I think they can do that through enhancing their policing system. So as GTA stands, GTA is great and the police system is fine, but I think they could take it a step further. Because right now, GTA's police system is more like a switch, right? You can do something bad, raise your star level up to 5, and when you're done, you could just go hide for a little while or just go save, and then it's over. It's like it never happened. But what if the police were smarter? What if the system itself were smarter? What if you did something in GTA and it stuck with you and affected the world around you? So hear me out here. So I'm thinking, what if they had like a background simulation of crime in Vice City within GTA 6? So with that, it would actually affect the look and feel of a lot of locations within the city, right? So say for example, if there's gangs, maybe you can align with them and maybe that will make things worse. And maybe that gang's influence could actually spread throughout Vice City. So the neighborhoods that actually look really nice will actually start looking really bad and really run down. And you can actually see the dynamic shift of crime within GTA. And on the flip side, maybe if you don't align with certain people and you don't help out certain people, you can actually see the crime reduce within the city. I'm not saying that they should make it into a whole police simulator at the end of the day, but at the same time, it's still GTA. We get that. It still has to be fun. It still has to have the DNA. But I just think in adding something dynamic within the way that you can affect the world, affect the city of Vice City, I think that's something crazy. I think something similar to Far Cry, like when you were marked and the enemies would actually go out of their way to try to take you down and capture you. I think that that's something crazy. I feel like that would be something great where it's like if you did something within the city, right, you get an investigation on you and now detectives are actually trying to get you, or maybe they have SWAT teams looking at you. Maybe there's this whole prison sequence where they actually send you to prison and you got to break out. For me, that type of stuff is really interesting. It's something that I really enjoyed in games like Far Cry 5. So I just think that taking it to the next level would be saying, okay, you did something wrong, but there's still heat on you. And maybe you have to work to get that heat off of you. I feel like that's just another layer of dynamics that they haven't explored yet that I think would be kind of cool. But I want to hear from you. Are you ready for GTA 6? Do you have any gameplay systems or wish list items that you want to see within the game? Let me know. I'm always down to have conversations with you all. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you're into having casual conversations around the biggest games out there. And I will see you all in the next one.